Good morning. It is week 7 of the Finish Those UFQs. I am Andrea with Happy Cloud Creations. It says live up in the corner, little red box up there. If I'm live, if you're watching this live, if that's gone, that means this is a replay. So I'm so happy it's Friday. I'm looking forward to sleeping in tomorrow. It feels like this has been a long week, and it'll be nice to sleep in for a couple days. Hope you guys are all having fun with this Finish Your UFQs challenge. Finish those unfinished quilts. This week I actually got some work done. The previous week I didn't hardly get anything done, but this week I got some progress. This Monday I did the live video for the previous week, and I had showed you that I finished my Happy Flower Garden Quilt. And now it's all nice and crinkly from the washer. Sometimes when I use white fabric, I worry about washing it for the first time because I don't pre-wash my fabric. And so I like to use these Shout color catchers. I just throw a couple of those in my wash and it picks up any loose dye. You can find those in the laundry department of like Target or Walmart or your grocery store. So that's the one thing I got to check off this week. So I finished that on Monday morning. So I got to check that off. I noticed someone in the group had been posting their finish, those UFQ picture, and they were using a colored mark compared to just the black marks. Like these were previously done before the challenge started. And then once the challenge started, these colored marks are what I've finished since then. It doesn't look like a lot, but if you think about it, quilts take a lot of work. And just the quilting process, just the basting and then binding, they're all like hours of work. So I finished 2 quilts. So that's 2 quilts less that are in my pile. So I'm excited about that. And then this week I was able to finish quilting my Happy Block Swap quilt, and that's the quilt we did. That was the last quilt along we did in this group. I quilted it, and so with this one I thought I would try doing something different. Usually I do top to bottom straight lines 1 inch apart. This time I thought it might be fun to do like a slight wave. So let's see if I can open this up and show you guys. So I drew a wave from the top to the bottom of the quilt. And then I took my walking foot and I echoed that line out 1 inch, just following with my walking foot from top to bottom. And I like how it turned out. It kind of gives the quilt a little movement than just a straight up and down quilt. The one I did previous to this had a larger wave, which I think was probably better because this one, since the wave was so slight that, you know, when you echo it out, it kind of started losing the wave. So I had to overcorrect the wave a little bit to make sure it had that wave appear look instead of just parts were straight, you know. So throughout, hopefully once I'm done with this, I'm hoping to be able to post a picture. It's been super rainy and gloomy here in Washington, so I haven't been able to take a full length picture of my Happy Flower Garden Quilt yet. Hopefully it will stop raining this weekend and I can take a photo. But so I finished quilting it, yay. And then I made this binding, which I actually got some, so the blocks are made from Fat Quarters, a bundle that I got from Stash Fabric. It was called Lavish, and it has a bunch of the Lavish fabrics from Art Gallery, and then it also has just other Art Gallery fabrics that matched. So I actually got a half yard of this floral from the Lavish line, and I typically go with solids for bindings lately. or like a geometric print. But I haven't done a floral in a while, and I really am loving how that looks against this. I think this is Jade Kona cotton. I really like how that's turning out. I don't know, just a little pop of floral on the edge. So I've done about 2.5 sides. So I have 1.5 sides left to do. I'm hand binding it on the back. So that was the second thing I was able to work on this week. So my goals for next week are to finish this. So hopefully I can today, tomorrow, probably it might take a couple days for me to finish this. Depends how much time I have. So I got 1.5 sides left. And then next up on my list, once I get to check that off, which will be cool, I'll have 3 quilts down. I started out with 6 quilts that were in progress. So if I'm able to complete 3 by the end of by December, I'll be happy because that's half of what I had in that pile. But I really hope I can finish 1 more. So I have this baby size Left the Nest that I think a couple weeks ago I had said I wanted to baste it, but I ended up basting this Happy Block Swap quilt, and I ran out of spray based, and I do not like using pins. So I'm like, I'm just gonna wait until I buy more spray base, and then I can finish that one. And that's the Left the Nest quilts. I used 3 different blues for the background, and I bought a fat quarter bundle of this. It's called Kamari Gardens. Came with 10 fat quarters, which I didn't need. I only needed, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You only need 5 fat quarters for the baby size of this Left the Nest quilt. And then for the backing, I'm going to use this. I got some yardage from Hawthorne Supply Company of the same Kamari Gardens for the backing. And then I'm going to use this, what is it, Valentine Kona cotton for the binding. So I like baby size quilts because you can just like do them super quick. So hopefully I should be able to, I'm going to try to baste and quilt this one next week. That's my goal for next week. If I don't get sick. Having a little Crohn's issues lately, and whenever I do and whenever it flares up, I end up being out of commission for days. So hopefully that doesn't happen this week. And also I'm hoping to have time to cut into this new bundle of fabric. So if you read my blog post, you'll see a little bit of info on this. I wrote up a new pattern, and I just got this background fabric. It's wasabi. So on Instagram, I had asked, and on here, what color should I use as the background? I wanted to try something different. I always use white, silver, or gray, or like ice frappe. And somebody said, oh, why not pull the gold from it? So I matched it up with this wasabi Kona cotton. These are Road Trip by Allison Glass. You can see super cute little strawberries and flowers, little shapes, and this little line with little bubbly line. So I'm going to cut into this. It's a 16 block quilt. The throw size only has 12 blocks since it is, it has sashing and a border. This may be a contender for the next quilt along in this group. I'm going to try to make up my top, get the pattern to my quilters, my testers, and see if I can release this pattern in January. If I can release it in January, I'm going to ask the group. I'll give you guys like 4 options. Hey, which quilt do you want to do for the next quilt along? And if you guys want to do this one, it's kind of like a flower block. We'll see if you guys like it or not. If not, I got a few other options that I'm thinking might be good quilt alongs. You always pick the most gorgeous fabric. Thank you, Sheila. So what I typically do when I go to pick fabric is, so there's a Black Friday sale at Hawthorne Supply Company. I just scrolled through all the fabric that was on sale. And I had been wanting something that was like a small floral for this quilt pattern. And I saw this print and I'm like, that's perfect. It was in the sale section and I was like, okay. And then I click on it. I clicked on it and then I click on the collection and then it'll show you all the prints from that collection. And so I was like, I gotta have these. They're gorgeous. I've never used Alcyn glass before, but I've seen a lot of other quilters use Alcyn glass fabric on Instagram. So I was really excited to snag these. And also they were on a big sale for Black Friday. So I'm excited to cut into these. Hopefully you guys will like that pattern. Hopefully I can have a couple blocks done by the next video next Friday. Hope you guys are getting stuff done. I've seen slowly people are posting in the group photos of things they've accomplished. I know when it gets closer to the holidays, people don't get as much time to sew. And so just being able to sew like 5-10 minutes a day, half hour a week, you know, just block out a little bit of time for yourself to work on those projects, get them done. We only have what? We have 2.5 weeks left of this month. And then next month, I won't really be focusing as much on finishing my unfinished quilts. I'll probably be focusing on getting this new pattern out. And soon I need to start making my nephew's quilt. I have a nephew that is due in March. And so his baby shower is in February. So I need to get that done by February 1st. So next month I'm going to be working on that and finishing this. So I got 2.5 weeks to finish Happy Block Swap and my Left the Nest. Those are my goals for the rest of this month. I want to get those done. So I hope you guys are having fun finishing your quilts too. I saw somebody posted that they finished the first quilt they ever made. They finally finished it. So that's really awesome to like dig through your stash and see, oh, these super old works in progress. You know, just finishing them, like getting them out so people can actually use them and snuggle on them instead of them just being in a pile or in a tote. It's really exciting and encouraging when I see you guys post that you finish things. So keep posting in the group and I will jump on here next Friday to do another little live chat. I think 10 o'clock works best, 10 a.m. So I think I'll jump on again at 10 a.m. next Friday. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Have some good relaxed time. Have some good fun time. Maybe have some sewing time. And I will talk to you next Friday. Goodbye.